Toy Story 4 is directed by Josh Cooley, and it is the fourth instalment in the Toy Story franchise. Lots of people didn't think that we needed a fourth instalment. Honestly, I didn't. I thought that Toy Story 3 was fantastic and the perfect way to end that trilogy. I thought it was just a perfect ending. It had a great ending for all the characters. But now we have Toy Story 4. And this film tells a story of Woody and the gang coming to terms with their new home. They are now with the little girl Bonnie, following from the end of Toy Story 3. They no longer are in Andy's house, they have a new owner, and Woody is sort of coming to terms with his place as an older toy. He's not getting used as much, but he gets the chance to become something of a father figure to this new toy that Bonnie makes at kindergarten called Forky. He's a spork that she gives arms and legs and a face to, and he comes to life, and Forky doesn't know how to be a toy. So Woody basically becomes a father figure and a mentor to this new toy. I really enjoyed this film. It's great. I'll start with the things that I like, as always. The animation is fantastic. The animation in this film is gorgeous. It's amazingly photorealistic. When there aren't any characters on screen, because obviously when the toys are on screen and when the human characters are on screen, you can tell that they're, animated. But when it's just environments and backgrounds and places where there aren't any people or toys in it, it looks real. It looks like it was filmed in real life. The animation is fantastic. With The Lion King coming out this week, I'm very excited to see that. It's just amazing what we're doing with animation these days, and I can't give animators enough credit. It's also one of the funniest Toy Story films. I'd probably say it's the Toy Story film that's made me laugh the most. Key and Peele play these two toys. They have one of the funniest scenes I've seen all year. Honestly, they're hilarious. Keanu Reeves plays a guy called Duke Kaboom. He plays this Canadian stuntman, and it's basically Keanu Reeves. He's really funny. The film has a great sense of humour, and it's really emotional as well. I loved just how emotional this film was. Toy Story 3 broke me. I cried so much during that film because that had that central theme about growing up, leaving your toys behind, and that really hit me at the time. But Toy Story 4 didn't make me cry as much, but it still knew exactly how and when to make me cry, and I loved the film for making me feel something. I will always appreciate a film that makes me feel something. It also has a theme for everyone. Every character really gets a chance to shine. All the characters sort of go on their different side quests, and it's all about their individual quests and character arcs and journeys. The three other Toy Story films sort of had one main theme. Like I said, Toy Story 3 had that overarching theme of growing up, moving on, accepting change, things like that. Toy Story 4 doesn't really have that main focused theme that drives the narrative forward, and that is one of the flaws that I have with it. But I did really appreciate the fact that every character gets his own moment to shine. Woody in particular goes on a serious character journey. He has a lot to deal with. He's accepting his changing role as a toy. I love how these films deal with human issues and existential crises, but through toys. Woody is coming to terms with his changing place in the world. Lots of people think about that. Lots of real human beings think about that. But this is a toy, and it's just as emotional as many human dramas, even more emotional. This made me feel more than most dramas I've seen recently. And as always, the voice cast is fantastic. Tom Hanks, I mean, what more can you say about Tom Hanks? He's fantastic. So yeah, those were the things that I really liked about this film. As for flaws, it does meander a bit. For the most part, it's just an entertaining adventure. Lots of different side quests to keep you entertained, but it doesn't have that locked-in theme, that narrative focus that Toy Story 3 had. Toy Story 3 was just perfect, I would say. Toy Story 4 does sort of hop from side quest to side quest. Characters are doing one thing and then, something happens and they have to go and do this thing, and then something else happens. And there was never really any sense of urgency or stakes like there were in the last three Toy Story films. The first three Toy Story films really felt urgent. Woody was always trying to do something and get out of a situation. Toy Story 4 doesn't really have anything like that. But for the most part, Toy Story 3 is a very emotional, very entertaining film. The animation is gorgeous. It has great moments of humour as well. I'm going to give Toy Story 4 an A-. I had a great time with this film. I would definitely recommend it. Go and check it out if you haven't already. So those are my thoughts on Toy Story 4. If you guys have seen it, let me know what you thought. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. And until the next time, goodbye.